We start this podcast. There's going to be a lot of spoilers in this podcast. This is Deep Dive Podcast. I'm your host, Gamer Anton D. We are going to review Scott Pilgrim Take Off, the anime. So I actually did watch the movie, and the most funniest thing was like I watched it like a couple of years ago, and then like what's it called when it came out like I don't know what year. Not year, sorry. What month it came off. But I'm like, oh dang, that's really cool that I watched the movie and now I'm be like, oh, if there's like an Easter egg in in the Scott Pilgrim takes off, I'd be like, oh yes, I watched the movie. I understand. So yeah, my first thoughts on it honestly was this is the trailer though. So like I really liked it. It's just oh shoot, I mean, like that's the anime that I want to watch right there, buddy, right there. just just real quick, just show me that one scene perfectly. I'd be like, what's it called? Bait, hook, and then I just bite it, and then I'll be like, they took me. they I bite the bait, and it worked. Yeah. So but I honestly I tell you this, the first episode, I think it was gonna be the same. Like, no, it was the same basically from the movie. It was like, oh shoot, don't tell me. My first thoughts when I saw it, right? I was like, oh no, don't tell me it's gonna be one of those like animes that like what's it called? For example, this anime, the series, they made a movie, and that movie was basically almost the same as the anime, but like the last couple of minutes, they decided to show like the real story, or like I forgot the real plot. Like, oh, them growing up, being them older. So I was like, oh, okay. Because like the movie was just like a recap basically, and with that show that I'm talking about, I really do like it. But with the Scott Pilgrim one, I was like, oh, don't tell me the whole anime series is gonna be like a whole recap until like the very ending, and then boom, to be like, oh, all right, okay. But when I got into it though with the Scott Pilgrim, like watch it more, I was like, oh, it's different, cool, really cool. I just really like it, honestly, hands down. I really like it. I really enjoy it too. But let's talk about the design and background. I honestly really liked it, the design and background, because it was like for me because I don't really watch a lot of anime, and then one that I really watch a lot, they have like the same thing. There's like nothing like effect rise, like the background rise or design rise. That's gonna be like different. There probably is some anime that I remember a lot, but honestly, it's kind of for me. It's kind of the same because I watch the same what's it called? The same genre basically, and that genre that I watch a lot is romance anime. So yeah, just it's just gonna be like okay, like I'll be honest with you guys, the romance animes. There's a lot of different animes, a different a lot of different romance anime. So I'm not saying like oh all romance animes are the same. It's kind of like just a little bit like like oh the girl likes the guy and that's it like for me. But yeah, but I'm not getting tired of romance anime. I'll be honest with you guys. I enjoy them more than like anything I watch, like any other genre in anime. Because I stopped watching Attack on Titan, and right now I think I stopped watching what's that one? Soul Eater, but I really want to watch it again. So yeah, um, let's continue. Um, okay, all the characters that I like from Scott Pilgrim is Ramona Powers and Kim, and it's just because I think Ramona Powers. I guess it's kind of funny because I kind of started liking her because of Instagram, because of the reels, and then like sometimes Instagram, a lot of like social media already know what you like, so they just show you more of it, and they show me a lot of Ramona Flowers for some reason. So I started liking her, and then I was like, okay, you know what? I'll admit I like Ramona Flowers. And the funny thing was, I kind of like when she dyes her hair. And my one question about her dyeing her hair is like why does she change her hair a lot? That's my only like question that I have really. And for Kim, she's just laid back, honestly. Like, I think it's pretty cool for Kim. And then I just found out when I watched this anime that Kim used to date Scott Pilgrim, and that kind of blew up my mind. I don't know if the movie explained that because I don't even remember that from the movie. When the, I guess like when when anime shows um when that scene shows it just really stuck into me. I was like, oh shoot! Every time I see a clip of like Scott Pilgrim on Instagram, I'd be like, oh, Kim used to date Scott Pilgrim. Boom. That 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 surprised me. I probably should rewatch the movie because to just re-jog my memory. But yeah, that's it for all my favorite characters in Scott Pilgrim. Yeah, because just a lot of the characters in Scott Pilgrim was just neutral with me. I'm like, I really don't like them, but it's just, or I don't hate them, or being like, oh, I like them, but they're just neutral, basically. Okay, my favorite. So this is my favorite plot of the Scott Pilgrim takeoff. The who took Scott Pilgrim. So so it was basically what happened was he was in a fight with Ramona Flowers, one of the ex boyfriends, and then the freaking g- Scott Pilgrim got took by like one of the porters, but the hand sticks out, and then the whole time you try to think who did it, and I was dead wrong. To be honest with you guys, I was thinking um who was it? I already forgot the I think like the is it the first? I think the first ex Ramona Flowers dated. I think he took Scott Pilgrim, but I was dead wrong. And it just turns out to be future Scott Pilgrim that took Scott Pilgrim, and I was like, oh, all right. That's kind of I was really surprised about that. I'll be honest with you guys. I was like, oh, dang, I didn't know that. That's pretty cool. To what's that called? You think about like for me, it's kind of cool. You try to think of the person who took Scott Pilgrim, or or like or for like a horror movie, right? Like Scream, who killed that person, and then you try to think about who was the killer. So with me, it was pretty cool, but I was wrong. I was like, dang, I was wrong. I'll admit that. But yeah, and then I liked the part that like this Scott Pilgrim's future self, kind of like, don't date Ramona Flowers, don't date her. I'm telling you. And that I don't know why. For me, that's pretty cool. I guess I was like, oh, okay. I guess it's because it was something different than being the same, right? Just okay. I freaking like that part. I don't know why. Just like okay, yeah. And then they did show like the future rumor of powers, and I was like, oh, all right, cool. And she was like kind of pissed at Scott Pilgrim, the future Scott Pilgrim. He's like, they will call me back, and then it was like kind of like, but you told me what's it called that you want to what's it called to to be alone, and then then Scott Pilgrim never called her like the longest time. So I was like, dang, future Scott Pilgrim, I'm sorry for you, man. I'm sorry for you. But the ending of Scott Pilgrim, I honestly liked it because like them what's it called them finally dating and that stuff. I was like, yeah, finally, yeah, woohoo, good job, good job, Scott Pilgrim and Rumor of Hours. But yeah, I just really like the ending basically, and I'm kind of intrigued if they make. Oh no, no, they're not gonna make a season two. Sorry. Yeah, I already googled it, so they're not gonna make a season two. But I really like Scott Pilgrim. So yeah, this is gonna be my thought now. I honestly did enjoy it. Um, yeah, I really like everything, the storylines and the characters and the design of it and everything about Scott Pilgrim Takeover. I really liked it, and I'll be honest with you guys, because I never played the game, and I kind of like now I'm kind of curious about the game. Like I kind of want to like buy it and then play it through and see what's this game about. So yeah, oh yeah, my rating of this is probably for like a Netflix original anime. I put this. Okay, wait. I have one, two, three. I have like three animes that I like from Net from Netflix. I put this as like a. I'll put this as a little bit higher. I say like 8 out of 10, just because I really like everything from Scott Pilgrim Takeover. And yeah, that's it, guys, for this podcast. If you guys like this podcast, hit the like button, and if you're a new person, hit the subscribe button. And I will do more podcasts like this, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.